the Zhuanshan realm, which mysteriously vanished during the Great War between immortals and demons, has now appeared inside the body of a boy whose danshan was completely shattered. This place holds 9 imprisoned, stunning empresses. Among them is the Fox Enchantress, born with a naturally seductive body. Cultivate with her and you can break through 3 stages in just 1 day. There's also the Medicine Empress, unrivaled in alchemy. Her pills can restore your danshan, bring the dead back to life. But even with such terrifying power, their fate now lies in your hands, a once ordinary mortal. King Yu, your danshan is ruined. From today you are no longer an inner disciple of King Yun sect. Get lost and go to the labor hall. A cold voice echoes in your ears, like freezing wind in the dead of winter, cutting straight to your heart. You're lying on the ground, covered in blood. There's a hideous bloody hole in your lower abdomen, with blood gushing out nonstop. That was once your proudest danshan sea of ki, now just a mess of torn flesh. You struggle to lift your head, staring hard at the man and woman in front of you. The man is Ling Feng, grandson of King Yun sect's elder. His face is full of arrogance and disdain. The woman is Liu Qingsu, who used to be your fiancée. Now she's cuddling in Lin Feng's arms, her eyes cold, as if she's looking at a total stranger. Why? Your voice is hoarse and dry, each word forced out from your throat. You just can't understand. Half a month ago, you were King Yun sect's once-in-a-century genius. At 16, key condensation 9th layer, the hope of the sect. Everyone revolved around you. And Liu Qingsu was especially devoted to you, gentle and caring. But now everything has changed. Lin Feng sneers, stomping on your hand, grinding it hard. You can hear your bones crunch and snap. The pain makes the veins pop on your forehead. Your whole body shaking violently. Why? Because you're just a loser. Lin Feng looks down at you, his eyes filled with satisfaction. You really think Qingsu liked you? She liked your talent, your status as a genius. Now that your danshan is gone, you're less than a dog. What right do you have to ask why? You suddenly turn to Liu Qingsu, eyes full of your last bit of hope. Qingsu, he's lying, right? Liu Qingsu's eyes dart away for a second, but quickly turn cold again. She breaks free from Lin Feng's arms, walks up to you, and slowly crouches down. Qin Yu, we're from different worlds now. Her voice is soft, but it stabs right into your heart like a knife. Lin Feng will reach foundation establishment soon, and become a true core disciple. But you're just a ruined laborer now. There's a huge gap between us. Do you get it? A world of difference. You force a smile, uglier than crying. So that's how it is. It was all fake, huh? Childhood sweethearts. Vows of eternal love mean nothing when faced with reality. I get it now. Your head droops, voice barely above a whisper. I really was an idiot. Glad you got the point. Liu Qingsu stands up, going back to Lin Feng's side. Her tone returns to its usual gentleness. Lin Feng, let's go. It stinks of blood here. All right. Lin Feng gives one last look at you on the ground like a dead dog, and bursts out laughing. Useless trash. Go live in the labor hall. Let's see how long you survive. With that, the two leave together in each other's arms, leaving you alone on the cold ground. Blood stains the earth beneath you red. The disciples who watched the spectacle point and gossip as they leave. What a pity, he was a genius. Now he's just useless. Offended senior brother Lin Feng.
He's lucky if he stays alive.
Senior sister Liu Qingsu sure is decisive. She's climbed to the top now. The gossip grows faint. Soon, you're the only one left in the arena. Pain sears through you. The agony of a destroyed danshan, the pain of your crushed hand, are nothing compared to the pain in your heart. Betrayed and abandoned, falling from heaven to hell itself. Lin Feng, Li Qingsu, you grit your teeth, every word tasting like blood. I'll remember this debt. As long as I'm still alive, one day I'll pay you back 100-fold for today's humiliation. Hate coils inside you like a viper, gnawing at your sanity. You struggle to get up, but the pain in your body makes even moving a finger impossible. Blood keeps flowing from your shattered danshan, and your mind starts to blur. Just then, a black jade pendant you wear close to your chest gets soaked with your blood, and suddenly releases a faint warmth. You've worn this jade since you were a kid, said to be a keepsake from your parents. other than being hard. It's nothing special. But now the warmth feels like a gentle stream, flowing from your chest to every part of your body, finally gathering in your broken danshin. Then a powerful suction force comes from within the jade. Your vision suddenly goes black, and your consciousness feels ripped away. Your body plunges into endless darkness. Who knows how long passes? When you finally come to, you realize you're in a gray, misty space, surrounded by endless nothingness, with only a solid black ground beneath your feet. Not far away stands an enormous black prison. On the gate of the prison are carved three ancient characters, Zhuanshan realm. What? Didn't I die? Your mind is a mess. You look down at your own body and find you're just a spirit. Then it all comes back. Your danshin was crippled. You lost too much blood. And finally your mind was pulled into the jade. Does that mean this is the inside of the jade? Right as you're freaking out, a lazy, enchanting voice suddenly comes from deep within the Zhuanshan realm. How many years has it been? Finally, a living person has entered. The voice seems to have magic, making your mind waver. You almost float away. Who's talking? Your heart tightens as you look warily at the giant black prison. Don't be scared, kid. Come to Big Sis. That seductive voice comes again. So tempting you can't resist. You feel your soul pulled uncontrollably toward the Zhuanshan jade. You feel both freaked out and afraid. What the hell is this place? And who's talking? As you get closer, the whole Zhuanshan realm comes into view. The prison is made of some unknown black metal, covered with mysterious complex runes. It gives off an ancient, chilling vibe. The prison has countless levels. You can't see the bottom at a glance. Each level seems to hold something terrifying. Your soul passes straight through the main gate of the prison. You stop in front of a huge cell. Thick black bars block the cell. The bars are also covered in runes. They glow faintly. Inside the cell, a woman is reclining on a jade bed. Even just her side profile is enough to outshine the world. She's wearing a fiery red work dress. Her skirt drapes loosely on the floor. Every curve is mesmerizing. A few strands of her long jet black hair hang down, teasing her fair, flawless cheeks. As she slowly turns her head, you feel like you can't breathe. What a stunningly beautiful face. Brows like distant mountains. Eyes bright as stars. Delicate nose and cherry lips. Not a single flaw to be found. Especially those bewitching, almond-shaped eyes. Whenever her gaze shifts, it feels like she could steal your soul. Her beauty is dangerously enchanting. It's the kind that drives men insane. Hey there, little one. Am I pretty? Her red lips curl slightly, her voice lazy and soft, with a hint of a smile. Your face instantly turns red. You quickly lower your head, not daring to look again. You've been alive for 16 years, and this is the first time you've seen a woman this shockingly gorgeous. Even Liu Qingsu seems plain compared to her. Like ordinary makeup? Who are you? And where is this place? You force yourself to ask calmly. She giggles softly, then sits up on the jade bed. Bare, flawless feet on display. She walks slowly up to the bars. You can call me Mei Qing. As for where this is, it's the prison you're seeing. Mei Qing. You repeat the name, feeling like it sounds familiar, but you can't quite remember. Your mind draws a blank for now. Why are you locked up here in this prison? You ask, curious again. Mei Qing extends a slender finger and lightly taps the bars. A purple spark jumps out, making her pull her finger back instantly. She frowns slightly. I was just too naughty before. Messed with people I shouldn't have. So here I am, locked up. She says it lightly, like it's no big deal. But you feel shocked hearing this. Someone able to imprison a beauty like her must be seriously powerful. So by live bait, you mean me? You ask again. That's right. Mei Qing looks you up and down, her gaze sizing you up. Her eyes full of mischief. A poor kid with a ruined core and broken meridians. Yikes, that's rough. Your face darkens instantly. Losing your cultivation core is your greatest pain. And now this mysterious woman is bringing up the wound right in your face, making you feel humiliated. None of your business. You snap back. Whoa, feisty. Instead of getting mad, she laughs even harder. Little one, want revenge? The word revenge makes your whole body tense up. You clench your fist tight, hatred burning in your eyes. Yes, I've dreamed of it. You grit your teeth. I want to tear that bastard Lin Feng to pieces. And that bitch, Liu Qingsu. I want them both to regret it forever. Good, that anger will drive you. Mei Qing nods, satisfied. Big sis can help you. You're stunned. Help me? How? You're locked up yourself. You look at her in disbelief. I can't leave, sure, but I can give you some pointers. Mei Qing's eyes go deep. Even though your core is broken, there's still a way to fix it. Or actually, there's a better way. To make you even stronger than before. What way? Your breathing speeds up right away. If it gets me revenge. Not just one way. I tried 10, even 100. Your body is special. A 1 in a million chaotic Tao body. It just hasn't awakened before. Now that your core is broken. It's actually a chance. She slowly explains, I have a special technique. It's called the swallowing demon technique. It's perfect for someone who needs to rebuild. Swallowing demon technique. You frown? Just the name makes it sound evil. That's right, Mei Qing's tone is tempting. This technique is ruthless. Doesn't even need a core. The world becomes your furnace. Your body becomes the crucible. You can devour the energy of everything, including other people's cultivation. Devour other people's cultivation power? Your heart skips a beat. That's insanely powerful. A totally game-breaking technique. If you can master it, then Lin Feng's power could become your best meal. All of it. Just thinking of swallowing all Lin Feng's hard-earned strength makes you freak out with excitement. It's an indescribable thrill. I want to learn. You practically shout. Your eyes are full of longing. You can learn it. Mei Qing smiles, like a fox who's just stolen a chicken. But nothing comes free in this world. If you learn my technique, you have to promise me one thing. What is it? You ask warily. Simple. Mei Qing points at her cell. Only the master of this Xuanshen domain can control it. Since you got in, you've at least partly taken it over and become its new master. So when you're strong enough in the future, find a way to set me free. It's that simple. You can't believe it. That's it? She nods inside. Of course, besides me. There are 8 old friends in here too. You'd better free them as well when the time comes. Only now do you notice. Inside this huge prison, besides Mei Qing's cell, there are 8 more cells just like it further in, but they're pitch black inside, so you can't make out who's in them. All right, I promise. You don't even hesitate. Letting them out is nothing. You'd go through hell for revenge? As long as you can get payback. You're willing to do anything. Good, you've got guts. Mei Qing gives you a look of approval, then flicks her finger, and a dark light shoots out from her fingertip. It instantly enters your forehead. Boom, a surge of information floods your mind. It's the cultivation method for the devouring heaven demon art. I've passed the technique on to you. Whether you master it or not is up to your own fate. Remember, this art is insanely overbearing. When you practice, it'll reshape all your meridians. It's gonna hurt a lot. Be mentally prepared. Thank you, senior. You force yourself to endure the pounding pain in your head. You bow deeply to Mei Qing. Don't call me senior. Call me Sister Mei. Mei Qing winks playfully at you. Your face flushes bright red. You feel like your soul is melting. All right, your soul can't stay here much longer. Hurry up and go back. When you're strong enough to enter and leave Zhuanshen realm by your own will, then come find me again. Come back to me at that time. As soon as Mei Qing finishes, you feel a gentle power wrap around you. The scene before your eyes turns blurry again. Your consciousness returns to your body. You snap your eyes open. The first thing you see is the rickety roof beams of your rundown servant's room. The air is thick with a damp, moldy smell. You force yourself to sit up and realize your wounds have already been roughly bandaged. Your shattered danshan still aches badly, but at least it's not bleeding anymore. It must have been some kind-hearted servant disciple who dragged you back here. Lin Feng, Liu Qingsu. You clench your fists. Your eyes turn cold. You haven't forgotten the humiliation you suffered. And you definitely remember in Xuanshen realm what Empress Mei Qing promised you. Devouring heaven demon art. You shut your eyes right away. Focus your mind. That complex and cryptic technique appears in your mind, suddenly becoming clear. Use the world as your furnace. Your body is the crucible. Refine all things into your own power. Devour the sun and moon, and walk the true path. Just the opening lines alone ooze an overwhelming dominance. You're fired up. You can honestly feel. This cultivation method is custom made for you. No danshin? No problem, the demon art doesn't need one anyway. It creates energy vortexes inside your body, each one acting as a small danshin, storing and refining energy. In theory, as long as your body is strong enough, you can keep forming vortexes endlessly. Your power is limitless. It's unreal, this method is just opus. You're so excited you're shaking all over. You rush to follow the method step by step and start trying to activate it. Step 1 is reshaping your meridians. Your original meridians got wrecked when your danshin was destroyed. Lin Feng's power shattered them completely. That's one big reason you couldn't cultivate anymore. But the first step of the demon art is using its overbearing power to reforge your broken meridians. This process is like taking shattered porcelain and soldering it all back together. Yeah, it hurts like hell. Mei Qing already warned you beforehand. But if this makes you stronger, you can take the pain. Your eyes flash with ruthless resolve. No hesitation. You guide the mystical power in your mind to crash into your broken meridians. Boom, the moment the power hits your meridians, a wave of indescribable agony floods over you like a tide. Ugh, you let out a muffled roar. Your body curls up, sweat beads up and drips down your forehead, rolling off your brow, soaking the straw mat beneath you. The pain's insane, like a bunch of red-hot knives, slicing through every inch of your meridians over and over. Your face is twisted by agony, veins bulging visibly, making you look almost monstrous. A few times the pain nearly makes you pass out. But whenever you think of Lin Feng's arrogant face, or Lu Qingsu's cold glare, all that hatred just wells up inside you, turning into sheer willpower, keeping you going. You can't give up. No way you're giving up. If you can't take this much pain, how will you ever get revenge? You bite your lip hard, almost biting through it. The taste of blood snaps you wide awake. You push the demon art like crazy, letting that wild force wash over you. Again and again, reforging your shattered meridians. Each broken meridian, under the demon art's power, is forcefully melted down and then reforged anew. This process is slow and brutally painful. Seconds tick by. Your mind's a blur, and you're running on pure stubbornness now. No idea how much time passes. When the last broken meridian is healed, all the meridians in your body form a perfect endless loop. But a strange sensation rushes through you. You can actually see it clearly. Your meridians inside, no longer weak and fragile, but now deep and dark, tough as can be, and way wider than before. A faint energy flow moves slowly along the new meridians, forming a mini circulation loop. You did it. The first step of the demon art reshaping your meridians is complete. You're overcome with joy. As soon as you relax, you can't hold on anymore. Your head drops and you pass right out. When you come to again, it's already early the next morning. Sunlight streams in through cracks in the window, casting shadows on the floor. You move your body a bit and are shocked to find that bone-crushing pain from yesterday is totally gone. It's replaced by a comfort you've never felt before. You can feel real power surging inside your body. No real cultivation yet, but just this body alone is way stronger than before. The demon art is truly amazing. You leap out of bed, stretching your arms and legs, and your bones crackle and pop loudly. You're delighted to see, not just your meridians are healed, but even the hand bones Lin Feng crushed are totally good as new. They're even tougher now. Now that your meridians are reformed, next is to form your first key cyclones and really start on the path to cultivation. Your eyes shine with excitement. But creating a key vortex needs a ton of energy. For the demon art, the best energy source is, of course, other people's cultivation. Where can I find someone to devour? You stroke your chin, thinking it over. Right now, you're just a servant disciple, living in the most remote corner of the servant quarters. You hardly see anyone anyway. Can't just walk outside and devour random people, right? That's basically asking to die. Gotta pick the right target. Can't be too strong, or I'll get beat up myself. Best if someone just walks right in while you're thinking about it. There's a sudden banging. At the door, loud and rude. Shouting and cursing follow right after. Qin Yu, you useless piece of trash. Get your ass out here. Hearing the yelling, your eyebrow raises just a bit. Speak of the devil, huh? You recognize that voice. It's one of the supervisors from the workers' yard. His name's Zhang Hu, always throwing his weight around. With his third-level skills, he bullies new guys like you. Back when you were an elite disciple, Zhang Hu acted like your biggest fan, always kissing up. He used to call you Brother Qin, like you were best buds. But the second you fell from grace, he showed his true colors. Your eyes go cold, but a tiny smirk plays at your lips. Isn't this a gift-wrapped energy source? You stroll over slowly and pull the door open. Outside stand 3 disciples in workers' robes. The leader is a big, burly guy with a face full of scars and a mean look. It's Zhang Hu, of course. Oh, you're still alive. Zhang Hu looks at you, giving you a sarcastic side-eye. I thought you'd be dead by now. Trash will always be trash. Too bad you're hard to kill. His 2 lackeys start laughing too. Tiger, following this loser. Why bother talking? He's just a cripple with a ruined core. Does he even deserve a room this nice? Your room may be old, but it's still a private one in the workers' yard. Way better than cramming a dozen people in the common room. It's a big improvement for sure. No wonder Zhang Hu's got his eyes on your place. You stare at them, face unreadable. But your mind is working. Zhang Hu is key condensation level 3. The other 2 are maybe level 1 or 2. You might have no cultivation right now, but after rebuilding your meridians, your body's gotten way stronger. Taking on these 3 shouldn't be a problem. Perfect chance to test the power of the swallowing devil technique. Something you need? You ask calmly. Your voice isn't loud, but it carries a strange calm. Zhang Hu looks stunned, like he can't believe this half-dead loser from yesterday dares to talk back today. You got guts now, huh? Zhang Hu goes ballistic, pointing at your face and cursing. I'm here to tell you this. From now on, this room is mine. Go sleep in the woodshed. Why should I? You fire back. Because my fists are tougher, that's why. Zhang Hu grins cruelly, cracking his knuckles, making loud pops. If you don't like it, I'll beat you till you do. Boss, quit wasting time. Just take him down already. Let's show him who runs this place. The 2 lackeys are egging him on. Okay, since you want to fight so bad, let's do this. Your eyes turned completely cold. What did you say? Zhang Hu thought he misheard. A cripple with a ruined core dares to say he'll help us? I said you replied word by word. All 3 of you, come at me. As soon as you said this, Zhang Hu and his crew froze. Then they just burst out laughing. Did I hear that right? This loser wants us to fight him all at once. Did he get punched dumb? Lost his mind. A guy who can't even use his spiritual power still talks big. That's hilarious. Zhang Hu was laughing so hard he almost cried. He pointed at you, gasping for air, and said, Loser, guess you need a lesson. You really have no idea how weak you are. Guys, get him. Break his damn legs. Tiger Bro's 2 henchmen sneered. They lunged at you from left and right. In their eyes, dealing with you, a cripple, is even easier than squashing an ant. But the next second, the smiles on their faces froze. You didn't back up. You stepped forward. You shifted your body slightly, dodging the guy on the left's punch. At the same time, your right hand shot out like lightning and grabbed his wrist. What? The lackey was shocked. He tried to pull back, but your grip was like iron, not moving at all. Suddenly, a strange force he couldn't understand started pulling from your palm. Ah, my spiritual power. The henchman watched, terrified, as all his hard-earned spiritual energy was surging out through his wrist into your body. He wanted to resist, but he was limp all over. He couldn't even stand up. All this happened in a flash. The other lackey's punch was already coming. It was about to hit you in the face. You didn't even look at him. You suddenly raised your left hand, timing it perfectly, and caught his fist dead on. He felt the same thing, and the second henchman screamed, My power. What are you doing? You didn't answer them. You could clearly feel 2 streams of pure energy pouring into your body through your arms, then swallowed and refined by your devouring technique. So good, unbelievably satisfying, like dry land getting sweet rain. It was pure relief after a long drought. It wasn't much power. But to you who's just rebuilt your meridians, it's the perfect supplement. Let go. Jiang Hu finally reacted. He was shocked and pissed. He couldn't tell what trick you used. But he knew, if this went on, his 2 men would be drained dry. He roared and pushed his 3rd level power to the max. He threw a punch at your back. Using everything he had, his punch whistled through the air. He was trying to kill you with 1 blow. But you moved like you had eyes in the back of your head. Right as his fist was about to hit, you yanked your arm, flinging the 2 drained goons, like rag dolls, right at Jiang Hu. Jiang Hu freaked out, pulling his punch back fast, trying to catch his guys. At that opening, you moved. Your body was like a drawn bow that shot forward instantly. You were way faster than he'd ever expect. Jiang Hu was instantly alert. A wave of danger washed over him. He wanted to dodge, but it was too late. You were already in front of him. A regular-looking fist grew larger in his eyes. Right then, Jiang Hu saw, not a cripple with a broken core, but a fierce beast awakened from slumber. Boom, a dull thud. Your fist smashed hard into Jiang Hu's gut.
His burly body shuddered violently.
His eyes bulged. Blood shot in an instant.
His face,
Was frozen in shock and disbelief.
to him,
It felt like getting rammed by a charging rhino. A force beyond words exploded from your punch. It shattered the spiritual energy shield on his skin and blasted into his organs. Jiang Hu spat out a mouthful of blood, mixed with pieces of his insides. His body flew back like a cut kite, slamming into the courtyard wall, then sliding to the ground, twitching twice before he went still. Just 1 punch. Only 1. Jiang Hu, 3rd level, was one-shotted by someone with a ruined core. The 2 drained goons collapsed on the floor, staring at this scene, scared out of their minds. A foul, warm smell spread from their pants. They looked at you, slowly lowering your fist, and their eyes showed pure fear, like they were staring at a demon from hell. You ignored them. You looked down at your fist, eyes shining with excitement. In that instant, you focused all the stolen energy into your punch and let it fly. The power was insane. So this is the power of the devouring technique. It not only devours, but lets you use the stolen strength instantly. Hitting way above your level. Still not enough. Nowhere near enough. Your eyes locked on the ground. On Jiang Hu, maybe dead, maybe alive. 3rd level power. That's 1 big meal. You walked over step by step. No stay back. The 2 goons were scared out of their minds, scrambling away as fast as they could. You walked up to Jiang Hu, knelt down and pressed your hand on his core. He wasn't dead yet, but barely hanging on. The core inside him was chaos after all his injuries. He couldn't even resist. Devour technique. Take it, you shouted in your mind, channeling every ounce you had. All out, you unleashed,
a force way stronger than before.
pouring out from your palm. Jiang Hu's power, spinning out of control, found an exit and flooded straight into your hand. A Jiang Hu's body shook wildly. His eyes went wide. He could feel his strength draining fast. He couldn't even get a word out. All that energy rushed into you, surging through your remade meridians. A boom sounded inside your body, right in your chest, as all the power spun together, spinning fast, finally forming a small, dark vortex glowing with a black light. First vortex formed. That means you're back on the path of cultivation. Stage 1, key gathering. And that's not all. The remaining spiritual power in Jiang Hu's body is still being absorbed and refined by you. It's flowing into that new vortex. The vortex spins faster and faster. And it keeps getting bigger. Spirit key 1st stage, peak. Spirit key 2nd stage. Spirit key 2nd stage, peak. Until you've sucked out the very last bit of Jiang Hu's spiritual power. Your cultivation finally stops at Spirit key 2nd stage, peak. All this happened in less than 15 minutes. You went from a destroyed Danshan to a cultivator at Spirit key 2nd stage, peak. If word gets out about this speed, it'll shock the entire Qingyun sect. You let out a long breath, feeling the surging power inside you. An overwhelming sense of strength rises within you. You stand up, glance down at Jiang Hu, now a dried corpse at your feet. Your eyes show no emotion. This is the dominance of the demon palace. This is a world of survival of the fittest. Lin Feng could cripple your Danshan, but you can devour others' cultivation. From now on, you won't feel any mercy for your enemies. You turn your gaze to the corner, where two followers are paralyzed with fear. They meet your gaze and instantly shudder. They start banging their heads on the ground, begging, "Qin, brother Qin, spare us. We're sorry. We won't dare again. Zhang Hu made us do it. Please, show mercy. Treat us like nothing at all. Let us go." You coldly stare at them. Go. You're in a good mood now. Don't want to bother with these minor characters. Plus, you just broke through. You need to stabilize your cultivation. Don't want any more trouble. Thank you, brother Qin. Thank you, brother Qin. The two run off as if pardoned, scrambling to escape before the demon drains them. You watch their messy retreat. Your eyes are deep and distant. You know today's events will spread fast. But you don't care. Someone with a destroyed Danshan suddenly recovers their strength and kills Zhang Hu. There's a lot that's suspicious. But so what? As long as you're strong enough, who dares to investigate Lin Feng? Just wait and see. It won't be long. Before I come for you, everything you did to me, I'll pay back 100 or 1,000 times. You clench your fist, eyes filled with killing intent. You're only at peak spirit key second stage now. There's still a huge gap between you and Lin Feng's spirit key ninth stage. You need more nourishment. You need to get stronger. Just then, in your mind, Mei Qing's lazy voice echoes suddenly. Hee, nice job, little one. You formed your first vortex so fast. You react in your mind. Your consciousness enters the Zhuantian Jade again. Inside the Zhuantian Jade, Mei Qing is still lounging on the jade bed. Her posture is alluring. Her charming eyes look at Meiji with interest. You bow to her. Not bad. You knew to come in yourself. Mei Qing nods in satisfaction. Looks like you've started to grasp the power of the Zhuantian domain. You scratch your head awkwardly. You were just thinking about seeing Mei Qing, and your consciousness really entered. How does it feel? Is devouring others' cultivation as amazing as you thought? Mei Qing asks with a smile, her tone a little seductive.
You nod.
A hint of excitement in your eyes. It's strong. That feeling of quick power-ups is awesome. This is just the beginning. Mei Qing laughs softly. The power of the sky-swallowing demon art is way beyond your imagination. But remember, this technique has a fatal flaw. A flaw? You're stunned. That's right. Mei Qing looked more serious. The Devour the Heavens technique absorbs other people's cultivation energy. It's messy and impure. It can boost your level fast, but your foundation gets shaky. And the more you absorb, the easier it is for random thoughts to mess with your mind. You could lose control in the end and turn into a killing machine. You feel a chill in your heart. You were just excited before and didn't think about this at all. So what should you do? You quickly ask. It's actually pretty simple. Mei Qing answers in your mind first. After each time you absorb, take your time to refine and purify the power in you. Get rid of anything that doesn't belong to you. Second, you need a powerful body cultivation technique to strengthen your body and willpower. Body cultivation technique? Mei Qing explains. Your body is the vessel that holds your strength. The sturdier the vessel, the more power it can hold. And it's harder to be invaded by outside forces. If your body and mind are strong enough, you can suppress those mixed-up thoughts and not be affected by them. That makes sense now. It's like a bucket. The sturdier it is, the more water it holds. And it's less likely to be damaged by dirty stuff in the water. Mei Qing, do you have a suitable body cultivation technique? You look at her with hope. Of course I do. Mei Qing smiles seductively. So charming. Back in the day, your big sis traveled everywhere, and my stash of secret manuals was piled higher than a mountain. But she drags out the word. Her beautiful eyes scan you up and down. You instantly get what she means. You force a smile, Meyer sis. What do you want me to do this time? Hee hee, clever little guy. Mei Qing laughs. My demands aren't high. See how lonely my cell is. I don't even have someone to talk to. You have to come see me every day and chat with me for an hour. That's it? You're stunned. You thought Mei Qing would ask for something tough? Turns out she just wants to chat. So will you do it? Mei Qing narrows her eyes. Yes, yes. Of course I will. You nod quickly, chatting with such a gorgeous woman. Most guys would kill for that chance. Why wouldn't you agree? That's more like it. Mei Qing nods in satisfaction and flicks her finger again. A purple light shoots straight into your forehead. Boom, a giant flow of info pours into your mind. Purple Sky Divine Thunder Body Technique. This method actually fuses godly thunder into your body, using lightning power to temper your flesh. It's super intense. The description says if you master it, your body turns saintly, and you can recover from even a drop of blood. Nothing can harm you. You're completely shook, crazy excited. Devour the Heavens technique. Mainly boosts your inner cultivation. Purple Sky Divine Thunder Body Technique toughens your body outside. Both inside and out are covered. That's just perfect. Thanks, Meyer sis. You're super grateful. No need to thank me. Just keep your promise. Mei Qing waves her hand and yawns. All right, you have the technique now. I'm gonna rest. Go out and practice on your own. Remember, body training hurts way more than spiritual training. If you can't handle it, don't come crying. She finishes and doesn't wait for your reply. A gentle force pushes you out of the Zhuanshan domain. Consciousness returns. You open your eyes. There's golden light shining from them. You don't hesitate at all. You sit cross-legged right away and start studying the Purple Sky Divine Thunder Body Technique. The first stage is called Guiding Thunder into the Meridians. You need to draw lightning power into your meridians. Use the wild energy of thunder to temper your meridian's strength and toughness. But here's the problem. It's sunny and bright outside right now. Where are you gonna find thunder? You're a bit stuck. Just then, something hits you. You look down at your chest. Zhunshan Jade, you remember. The cell in your mind. There's purple lightning arcs flashing across the bars. Isn't that the perfect thunder energy? You don't know what kind of thunder it is. But if it can hold someone like Mei Jing, its power must be insane. With that in mind, your heart starts pounding fast. It's a wild idea. And dangerous too. If you mess up, you'll burn yourself instead. That terrifying lightning power could literally fry you to death. But fortune favors the bold. If you want to get stronger quick, you gotta take a risk. Do it! A flash of craziness in your eyes. You focus your mind back into the Zhuanshan domain. But this time, you don't look for Mei Qing. Instead, you carefully guide a thread of your spirit towards the bars of Mei Qing's cell. The instant your spirit touches the bars, zap! A wildly intense wave of purple lightning surges along your spirit and floods into your soul. Then it rushes into your body. Ah, you scream in agony. Pain beyond description. If remodeling your meridians was like being cut apart, then this is being thrown into a lightning hell. That tiny bolt of purple lightning, the instant it entered you, became hundreds of wild electric snakes, rampaging through every meridian, every piece of flesh, every bone. For a split second, your body shakes uncontrollably. Your hair stands on end, and smoke rises from your skin. You smell something burning. Your mind is almost torn apart by the lightning. You can barely hang on. Grit your teeth, hang in there. You bite down hard, and blood drips from your mouth. But you don't even notice. You run the Purple Sky Divine Thunder Body Technique like crazy, guiding the wild lightning power to strengthen your body. It's pure torture. Every second feels like a century. You feel like a tough piece of iron, being hammered again and again by thunder. Every time hammered over and over, impurities get burned away, and only the best part stays. Your body's changing so much. No idea how long goes by when that lightning energy in you is finally all absorbed. After refining, you're totally drained, collapsed on the ground like mud. You gasp for breath. You're completely scorched, like you've been burned all over. You look absolutely awful. But deep down in your eyes, there's a wild excitement. You can feel it. Your body is way stronger than before. It's a breakthrough, not just a little improvement. Under your charred skin, your new skin gives off a soft jade glow. Your bones are stronger now. Your meridians are way tougher too. You even feel like... Now, even without using any spiritual power, just your raw strength alone, you could probably kill an ox with one punch. The purple sky's divine thunder body training technique is scary strong. You struggle to get up, scoop some cold water from the tank and pour it over your head. As the water washes over you, that layer of burnt dead skin peels off, revealing fresh, baby-like skin beneath, but packed with explosive power. Feeling the power flowing through your body, you can't help but smile. Your cultivation is now at key condensation stage 2, peak body level. It's basically as strong as someone at stage 4 or 5. If you meet Jiang Hu now, you probably wouldn't even need spiritual power. One punch would blow him away. Lin Feng. The fire for revenge burns in your eyes again. Your gap with Lin Feng is closing at an insane rate. Gurgle right then. Your stomach growls.
After all that,
You're seriously hungry. Time to grab something to eat. You put on a clean servant's uniform, open the door and head to the servants' dining hall. Even in King Yun's sect, the dining halls have classes. The inner disciples get their own jade pavilion, where they eat spiritual rice and dishes infused with energy. But the servants' hall is just a big shared canteen, serving plain and simple food. When you walk in, everyone instantly stares at you. Look, it's Qing Yu. Isn't his danshan ruined? Why does he seem so full of energy? I heard Jiang Hu gave him trouble this morning. Turns out he killed Jiang Hu instead. What, really? Jiang Hu was a stage 3 though.
dead serious.
Jiang Hu's 2 flunkies were so scared they peed themselves. They're still hiding in their rooms, too scared to come out. Everyone's talking nonstop. But now they look at you with less sympathy and more fear and awe. You ignore all the gossip, pretend you don't hear it, and walk straight to the food counter. You say, "A meal, please." The guy serving food is a chubby guy. He glances at you, then looks around, as if a little nervous. He quickly serves up a full plate for you, carrying your tray. You find a corner seat and sit down. You start eating by yourself. All you want right now is to eat, then get back to training. But trouble always seems to find you. You've only had a few bites, when a few guys in outer disciple uniforms swagger over. One of them kicks the table next to you.
Bang!
The huge noise makes the whole place go quiet. Leading them is a tall, skinny guy, with a hawk nose and a cold stare. He looks down at you from above, and sneers, "So you're Qing Yu?" You look up, frown, and say, "What?" "Kid, you've got guts." His sidekick barks at you. "Do you know who you're talking to?" "This is Yao Kun, senior brother Zhao, cousin to inner court official Li." You just nod back, then lower your head and keep eating, acting all casual, like you don't care about them at all. The sidekick's face turns red with anger. Zhao Kun's face darkens too. He came to the servants' hall today because of what happened to Jiang Hu. Jiang Hu would give him tribute every month. Now Jiang Hu's dead, so his cash flow's gone too. He just wanted to threaten you a bit. And have you take Jiang Hu's place? Still handing out bribes for yourself? Never thought this useless guy with ruined danshan would dare ignore him like that. Kid, I don't care what tricks you used. You killed Jiang Hu. Zhao Kun spoke with a cold voice. From now on, Jiang Hu's offerings are your job.
10 low-grade spirit stones each month.
If you're short by 1, I'll break your leg. The whole cafeteria went dead silent with fear.
10 low-grade spirit stones.
For us laborers, that's just way out of our league. Everyone looked at you with pity. It figured you just messed with the wrong person. But then, your reaction surprised everyone again. You slowly finished your last bite of food, wiped your mouth with a napkin, and finally stood up, staring at Zhao Kun. You calmly asked, "Done talking?" "What do you mean?" Zhao Kun frowned. Once you finished, your whole look shifted. Then get lost. You want to die? Zhao Kun exploded with rage. He's a 5th stage key condensation outer sect disciple, after all. Now a so-called loser stands here, making him look like a fool. He roared. Spiritual power surged in his body, and he threw a punch right at your face. This punch was full of anger. The wind howled. He wanted to smash your face. All the laborers closed their eyes, terrified, not daring to watch the bloody scene that would follow. But the scream they expected never came. Instead, they just heard a loud bang. Everyone opened their eyes and froze on the spot. You were still standing right there, not moving an inch. And you'd caught Zhao Kun's fist in your hand. That was Zhao Kun's full force punch. And you blocked it so easily. How is this possible? Zhao Kun's eyes went wide. face full of disbelief. He felt like his fist had hit a piece of ancient iron. He didn't hurt you at all. Instead, his own knuckles were throbbing with pain. How can someone with a crippled danshan be this strong? That's all you've got? You looked at the stunned Zhao Kun, a mocking smile curling on your lips. You hadn't used any spiritual power at all. It was just the physical strength from the Zixao Divine Thunder Body refining technique that gave your body this power and blocked his punch so easily. What kind of freak are you? Zhao Kun's voice was shaking. He hit you with everything, his 5th stage key condensation punch, and you stopped it with one hand. That shattered everything he thought he knew. A freak? You snorted. I'm just a loser all of you look down on. As soon as you finished speaking, you tightened your grip on Zhao Kun's fist. A nasty, crisp crack filled the air, echoing all through the silent cafeteria. Ah! Zhao Kun screamed like a pig getting slaughtered. His whole face twisted in pain, cold sweat instantly pouring down. You just crushed his fist by force. My hand, my hand. Zhao Kun grimaced in pain, trying to pull his hand free, but your grip was like steel, and he couldn't break loose. Let go of brother Zhao. The 2 goons behind Zhao Kun finally reacted. Shocked and furious, they rushed up to help. You didn't even look at them, swinging Zhao Kun's arm like a sandbag, and threw him off hard. Bang, bang. Zhao Kun's body smashed straight into his 2 flunkies. All 3 tumbled onto the floor, completely humiliated. The cafeteria was dead silent. All the laborer disciples looked at you like you were some god. So fierce, so ruthless. That was a 5th stage key condensation outer disciple. And he didn't even have a chance against you. Is this really the same guy whose danshan got crippled? Now, can you leave? You let go, stared down at Zhao Kun, who's collapsed on the ground, eyes cold as ice. Zhao Kun held his shattered hand, shaking with pain, and the look he gave you was full of fear. He finally got it now. The rumors were true. If anything, they were way too mild. This guy isn't trash at all. He's a monster hiding his power. Let's go, hurry. Zhao Kun scrambled to his feet, not even bothering to help his followers up.
He limped out of the cafeteria.
Like a demon was chasing him. His 2 goons were scared out of their minds too, holding on to each other, running for their lives. Only after they'd all vanished did the cafeteria erupt into shocked whispers. Oh my god, am I dreaming? Brother Chin is so strong. Even outer disciples can't beat him. Everyone stared at you, their respect turning into pure awe. In a world where strength is everything, power speaks louder than anything else. You earned their respect the fastest, hardest way. Everyone looks up to you again now. You don't care about their stares, just feeling a bit annoyed. All you wanted was to focus on cultivation. But random idiots keep bugging you. Looks like you can't stay in the laborer's yard anymore. You have to get stronger, fast. Find a way to get back into the inner sect. Maybe even become a true core disciple. Only by reaching higher. Can you leave all these hassles behind? And get close to Lin Feng's level too. You put your tray back where it was, walked out of the cafeteria as folks stared in awe, and left without a word. Zhao Kun and his 2 buddies ran back to the outer sect in a panic. Dude, that guy. Who the heck is that dude, anyway? That's just nuts. One of the followers muttered, still scared. Damn it, Zhao Kun gripped his broken hand, sweat drenching his face from the pain, but his eyes were full of hatred. How could a cripple with a ruined danshan suddenly get this powerful? He must be hiding some secret. Probably got lucky somewhere. What do we do now? Just let it go. There's no way. No chance. Zhao Kun growled through gritted teeth. He destroyed my hand, and I'm gonna make him pay in blood. No matter how strong he is, he's still all alone. Let's find backup. Who? Zhao Kun's eyes flashed with malice. Let's get senior brother Wang Meng. Wang Meng's an inner sect disciple, a powerful level 7 master, and he's close with senior brother Lin Feng. He hates that loser too. We just tell him what happened today. He'll definitely stand up for us. The 3 quickly agreed and rushed to the inner disciples area. Back in your little room, you closed the door right away, thinking about your next moves. You put Zhao Kun in his place today, which felt good. But now you've totally exposed yourself in the outer sect. And even the inner sect So trouble's coming your way soon. You need to get stronger before tougher enemies come for you. Level up as much as you can. My cultivation is still way too low. Peak stage 2 is just not enough. You frown. To boost your cultivation, you need to absorb energy. But where can you find enough fuel? You can't just kill everyone you see. You can't just devour everyone either. If you do, you'll become the enemy of the whole sect fast.
Magic.
Is there a way to quickly get cultivation resources? Your mind suddenly wakes up. You enter Zhuanshen domain again. The little guy's in trouble again. Mei Qing is lazily combing her long hair. When she sees you come in, she asks with a smile. You explain your situation. Mei Qing listens and giggles. I thought you had a bigger problem. Doesn't your sect have those places for disciples to train? Or hunt monster beasts? Monster beasts, your eyes light up. Right, how did you forget about that? Monster beasts have pure demonic energy in them, for the swallowing devil technique. They're basically walking spirit stones. There's a vast area behind King Yun's sect, called the Wanshu Mountain Range. It's full of monster beasts. It's the best training area for sect disciples. Thanks for the advice, Sister Mei. Your mind instantly clears up. Don't thank me yet. Mei Qing sets down her comb. Her gaze grows serious. Monster beasts are way tougher than those losers you fought before. They're born with powerful bodies and won't stop fighting. With your current strength, you can only stay in the outer area of Wanshu Mountain Range. Just go after outer world monster beasts. I got it, you nod. You crave power, but you're not arrogant. Plus, Mei Qing adds, devouring monster beast energy has even worse side effects than absorbing human cultivator energy. Demonic energy carries a beastly nature. If you absorb too much, it'll mess with your mind. You'll end up violent and bloodthirsty. I'll use Purple Sky Divine Thunder Body technique to temper my body and strengthen my will so I can suppress that beastly nature. Your eyes show determination. You want revenge. You want power. So you gotta walk the path others fear. Endure pain no one else can bear. That attitude is good. She nods in approval. Go. Wanshu Mountain Range is your best trial ground. Only in life or death battles can you grow the fastest. You nod heavily and leave Zhuanshen domain. You waste no time. You pack up quickly, grab the iron sword from the chore's hole, and head toward the Wanshu Mountain Range in the back. You've barely left the chore's hall when a few figures block you. The leader is tall, with a steady aura, wearing an inner sect disciple uniform. He stares at you unfriendly.
He's Wang Mang, an inner disciple who just heard from Zhao Kun
and came to cause trouble. Silver key level 7. So you're the one they call Lust. Wang Mang crosses his arms, looking down on you. His eyes are full of judgment and disdain. Behind him, Zhao Kun and his two buddies glare at you with hate, like they already see your miserable fate of broken limbs. Senior Wang Mang, that's him, this useless guy. I don't know what sorcery he used. Not only did he kill Zhang Wu, he also ruined my hand. Zhao Kun plays the victim first, pointing at his hand wrapped in bandages.
He wails miserably.
Wang Mang's frown deepens. He can sense. Your cultivation really is only around stage 2. A cultivator at stage 2. How could they beat Shao Kun at stage 5? Could it really be like Shao Kun said? He used some shady sorcery? You look so calm even now. It's like you're not a key condensation level 7 expert. Just an ordinary passerby. Kid, you fake it well. Wang Mang sneered. Your danshan is ruined. Instead of staying a dog, you actually dared to attack people? Today I'll clean up the sect for them. I'll cripple you, freak. As soon as he finished speaking, his aura exploded. The level 7 pressure felt like a mountain. It crashed down on you hard. Even the air around seemed to freeze. Zhao Kun and the others were shaking with fear. They kept retreating. It was as if they'd already seen you kneeling down from the pressure, begging for mercy. But then something shocking happened. Facing Wang Mang's aura, you didn't move at all. Not even a change in your face. That pressure could suffocate a level 5 or 6 cultivator. But to you, it was just a breeze. Didn't affect you at all. Huh? Wang Mang's pupils shrank. Surprise flashed on his face. How is this kid's body so tough? He just ignored my aura? Is that all you've got? You lazily lifted your eyes. and said flatly, "If that's it, then get lost." Arrogant, Wang Mang was totally enraged. He's a respected inner sect disciple, a key level 7 master, and yet this trash from the chores yard is mocking him. "If you're so eager to die, I'll grant your wish," Wang Mang roared. He slammed his foot down. The ground cracked. He shot forward like a cannonball, blasting straight at you. On his fist, a thick, earth-yellow energy glowed. Clearly, he trained in earth techniques. He threw a wild punch, with heavy mountain-like force. Predator Fist. That's a top-grade yellow martial art. Super powerful. Strong enough to smash stone. Wang Mang was sure. This punch would break your body no matter how strong you were. Your bones would snap. Facing that strong punch, your eyes finally showed some fighting spirit. Level 7 key. Perfect for testing my strength now. You didn't dodge. You punched back. This punch used no weapon. Just the peak power of key layer 2, combined with your body strengthened by thunder. They blended perfectly. Bang! Fists collided. A thunderous boom shook the air. A shockwave blasted outward from you two, spreading fast. Zhao Kun and his group were thrown into the air, falling all over the place. When the dust settled, the scene shocked everyone. Everyone gasped. You and Wang Mang were still locked in the fist pose. You stood there, rock solid. Wang Mang's big body was blasted back several meters, leaving marks on the ground. Clear winner. Impossible, that's not possible. Wang Mang looked at his tingling fist. With cracks forming, his face was full of shock and disbelief. His rock-splitting fist was broken by a regular punch, and that force from your fist wasn't just fierce and strong. It was wild and made his heart race. What kind of monster are you? Inner sect disciples are nothing special. You slowly lowered your fist, Comtong. But it was a slap in Wang Mang's face, sharp and stinging. Are you looking to die? Wang Mang felt totally humiliated. He roared. From his bag, he pulled out a shiny long blade. Kid, forcing me to use a weapon. You should be proud. Now die. He poured spirit power into the blade, making it buzz loudly. A long arc of blade energy slashed towards you, strong enough to cut stone. Your eyes got serious. Taking that barehanded is unwise. You dodged sideways quickly, barely evading the slash. Boom! The slash hit behind you, leaving a deep trench in the ground. All you do is dodge? Pathetic, Wang Mang. Missing once, he went even crazier. His blade danced relentlessly, throwing out slash after slash like a storm, cutting off all your escape. You were in danger. You still lack real combat experience. Your strength and body match his, but your skills and weapon use are way behind. Let's see where you run now. Seeing his blade techniques pinning you down, Wang Mang couldn't help but laugh smugly. At that moment, you, who had been dodging, had a cold flash in your eyes. You found an opening, stopped backing away, and charged straight in through the blades. Looking to die? Seeing this, Wang Mang was thrilled. His blade stabbed at your heart from a sneaky angle, aiming right for you. The tip nearly touched you, but before he could strike, your left hand shot out at an impossible speed. Right on target, grabbed the blade. Slice, the sharp edge cut your palm. Blood flowed instantly, but your grip was like iron, locking the blade in place. It couldn't move forward at all. What? Wang Mang was shook. He tried to yank it back, but the blade felt stuck in your hand, totally unmoving. Just a split second later, your right hand balled into a fist, covered in black energy, and struck his chest hard, swallowing devil technique. Take this punch. It wasn't just to attack, but to suck you in. He wanted to drain you completely in the fight. Meanwhile, deep in the inner part of King Yun's sect, inside a cave filled with qi, Lin Feng sat cross-legged. Right by him, Liu Qingsu was gently pouring tea for him. Suddenly, a disciple rushed in. Brother Lin, bad news. That guy from King Yu. That guy from King Yu. Lin Feng slowly opened his eyes.
A flicker of annoyance in them.
Panicking like this. How disgraceful. Just some trash. What could happen? He killed Zhang Hu, crippled Zhao Kun, and now He's fighting brother Wang Meng. The disciple stuttered as he spoke. Lin Feng's face finally changed. Even Liu Qingsu's hand, holding her teacup, trembled slightly. Tea spilled out. Wang Meng is at key level 7. His passion sea is ruined. How is that possible? Lin Feng frowned. A cold killing intent flashed in his eyes. Looks like this loser has some secret we don't know about. He stood up.
He said coldly, "Let's go."
Let's go see for ourselves. I want to check it out. How does a dog with a broken back manage to stand up again? He will never allow a loser he crushed underfoot to ever turn things around. This time he's going to wipe out passion with his own hands. Boom! Your fist slams hard into Wang Meng's chest. Wang Meng suddenly feels an unstoppable force hit his chest. He flies backward. He crashes hard into a tree over 10 meters away. Crack! The trunk snaps in half. Wang Meng's body goes through the broken trunk. He rolls over the ground a few times.
He barely manages to stop.
Blood gushes from his mouth. His face instantly turns pale. But what scares him even more is he can clearly feel his ki is crazily leaking out. On that loser's fist, there's a weird kind of suction, devouring his cultivation. What kind of evil art is this? Wang Meng screamed in terror. He tried to struggle, but found his whole body powerless. He can't even stand up. You walk toward him step by step. Your eyes are icy, cold, and emotionless. Wang Meng is scared out of his mind. He finally understands. He messed with someone too strong. Passion is no loser at all, but a wolf in sheep's clothing. Spare me. Wang Meng's voice is trembling. All his arrogance is gone. You stop walking. You look down at him from above. Spare me, you smirk mockingly. Just now when you tried to kill me, did you ever think about sparing me? I was wrong. Really, I was wrong. Wang Meng keeps banging his head. His forehead is bleeding now. Please, let me go. I swear I'll never do it again. You don't say a word. You just stare at him silently. Just when Wang Meng thought he still had a sliver of hope left, you suddenly squat down and press his lower danshan hard. No, Wang Meng screams in despair. Heaven-devouring demon art. You go all out. Wang Meng's power gushes out like a flooded river. It's surging straight into your body. Key level 7's cultivation. Right now for you is like a feast. Massive energy rages in your body. That black blood you just formed starts spinning wildly. It swells bigger and bigger. Spirit power level 3, level 4, level 5. In just a few seconds, you break through 3 minor realms in a row. You reach spirit power level 5. Meanwhile, Wang Meng is now just a dried-up corpse. He collapses, eyes wide open, dead. You stand up, feeling power surging inside you. A look of satisfaction flashes in your eyes. At spirit power level 5, you're already top tier among the outer disciples. Senior Chen, Zhao Kun, and the others are scared stiff. The way they look at you, it's like you're a demon crawling out of hell. They never dreamed Senior Wang Meng would die by this loser's hand. And in such a horrible way. Get lost. You spit out one cold word. The 3 act like they've been pardoned. They run off, tripping over themselves. You don't chase them. You know what happened today. Soon, the whole Qingyun sect will hear about this. But you don't care. Right now, you just want to get to the myriad beast mountains and hunt monsters. To keep getting stronger. Only strength
Is truly reliable in this world.
But just as you're about to leave, a powerful aura suddenly sweeps in from afar. This pressure is way stronger than Wang Meng's by far. Your expression shifts a little. You look up. You see several figures flying rapidly toward you from a distance. At the front is a figure you know all too well. Lin Feng and Liu Qingsu by his side. Chen Yu, Lin Feng's voice comes from afar, filled with barely restrained anger. You've got some nerve. Killing someone right in the sect. He flashes toward you like a meteor, and suddenly appears right in front of you. His power at the 9th stage of condensing ki bursts out completely. The powerful aura makes the air around you feel thick and heavy. Your body sinks a bit, but you quickly steady yourself. Your body, tempered by divine lightning, lets you barely withstand this pressure. Lin Feng, you look up, staring coldly at him. Long time no see. Long time no see. Lin Feng sneers. I thought you died in the miscellaneous yard. Can't believe you. are still alive, you dog. His eyes fall to Wang Meng's corpse on the ground, flashing with a cold light. Wang Meng was my guy. You killed him. So you're slapping me in the face. Slapping you? You smirk with mockery. How much is your face even worth? Seeking death, Lin Feng snaps. He can't believe this loser he once stepped on now dares to defy him like this. He strikes out with his palm, gathering a burst of green spiritual power. Its force is terrifying. He gave 70% of his strength to this blow, enough to smash a huge rock into dust. Your pupils shrink slightly. A 9th stage condensing ki attack, much stronger than Wang Meng. You don't dare take it head on. Your body suddenly dodges to the side. His palm hits the ground, blasting out a deep crater. Nice dodge, Lin Feng sneers. But how many more times can you dodge? He moves like a ghost, catching up to you instantly. Another palm strike. You grit your teeth. This time, you don't dodge. You know, just running will only trap you. You start to fight back, devouring demonic art. You shout in a low voice. All your spiritual power surges out, gathering in your right fist. You throw a punch, meeting Lin Feng's palm head-on. Boom! Palm and fist collide. With a massive crash, your body flies backward, rolling across the ground several times, barely managing to stop. Blood trickles from your mouth. Condensing Ki Stage 5 versus Condensing Ki Stage 9. The gap is huge. That all you got? Lin Feng looks at you with disdain. Thought you had some awesome miracle, but looks like it's nothing special. He walks toward you step by step, his killing intent clear. Today I'll wipe you out for good. Liu Qingsu stands aside, watching coldly. Her eyes show no emotion. You struggle to stand up, wipe the blood from your mouth. You know this fight will likely end badly for you, but you have no regrets. Even if you die, you'll take a bite out of Lin Feng first. Just as Lin Feng is about to attack, an old voice suddenly calls out from afar. Stop. A figure appears instantly between you and Lin Feng. It's a white-haired elder, wearing a gray robe, his aura unfathomable. He's Chen Zhuangji, the Qingyun sect's law elder. Elder Chen, Lin Feng puts away his rage and bows respectfully. Chen Zhuangji ignores him and looks at you instead. There's a flash of surprise in his eyes. Your Danshan has recovered.
You nod.
Saying nothing, Chen Zhuangji is silent for a moment, then says the sect has rules. Disciples are not allowed to fight privately. You killed Wang Meng, so by the rules, your cultivation should be destroyed. And you kicked out. Lin Feng's eyes flash with glee. But Chen Zhuangji changes the tone. However, Wang Meng attacked first. You just acted in self-defense. Also, your cultivation's recovery is good news for the sect. So, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. What kind of chance? You ask. 3 days from now, the sect will hold an outer disciple competition. Xuanji explains. If you make the top 10, I'll let it go. And if I don't, then you'll face the sect's punishment. You pause a moment, then nod. Okay, I accept. Good, Chen Zhuangji nods with satisfaction. Then turns to Lin Feng. Lin Feng, you heard it. 3 days till the competition. You can fight fair and square then. Before that, no more fighting. Lin Feng's face looks ugly, but he still bows respectfully. Yes, Elder Chen. Chen Zhuangji nods and disappears in a flash, gone in a blink. Lin Feng glares at you, his killing intent obvious. 3 days from now, I'll show you real despair. He turns and leaves. Before leaving, Liu Qingsu glances at you, her eyes complicated, but she quickly follows Lin Feng. You stand there, watching them leave, your eyes flashing coldly. 3 days until the big competition. Let's see then, just how strong my resolve is. After Lin Feng leaves, you waste no time and head straight toward the myriad beast mountains behind the sect. 3 days. Not too long, not too short. You have to make every second count to get as strong as possible. Only then can you beat Lin Feng in the competition. The myriad beast mountains are behind Qingyun sect, stretching for thousands of miles, home to countless monsters. These monsters are ranked 1st to 9th tier by strength. 1st tier monsters match condensing key cultivators. 2nd tier matches foundation establishment, and so on. Your cultivation is stage 5 of condensing key. So basically, You can handle mid to late first tier monsters. But your body went through divine lightning tempering, so your true fighting power is way above your current stage. Your goal is late stage first tier, or even peak first tier monsters. After entering the myriad beast mountains, you instantly feel an oppressive vibe. The spiritual energy here is way denser than in the sect. But there's also a dangerous air. You move forward cautiously. Your eyes scan your surroundings nonstop. Suddenly, a rustling sound comes from the bush. Your body tenses up right away. You place your hand on the sword at your waist. The next second, a huge black wild boar bursts out from the bush. This boar stands over 2 meters tall. Its tusks are sharp. Its eyes are blood red. It gives off a fierce aura. It's an ironhide boar, mid-stage rank 1 beast. The ironhide boar roars angrily. It kicks hard with all 4 hooves. The ground shakes like a heavy tank.
It charges straight at you.
A flash of excitement appears in your eyes. Nice, you don't dodge. Instead, you rush toward the ironhide boar. Man and beast collide hard. The huge impact makes you slide back several meters. But you quickly steady yourself. The ironhide boar shakes its head, dazed. Its eyes grow fiercer.
It charges again.
You take a deep breath. Your spiritual power surges inside you. This time, you don't go head to head. As the boar is about to hit you, you suddenly dodge to the side. The ironhide boar misses. Its huge momentum keeps it from stopping. Now's your chance. A golden light flashes in your eyes. You leap up fast and punch the ironhide boar right in the head. Bang! You use your full strength on this punch. The boar's head gets struck hard. It loses balance and slams to the ground. You don't give it a breather. Like a leopard, you pounce in an instant and slam your hand onto the boar's head. Devour technique. Swallow for me. A powerful suction bursts from your palm. The boar's demon force floods crazily into your body. The ironhide boar shrieks in pain. It struggles wildly, but soon its strength fades. Finally, it goes completely still. You stand up, feeling the new power growing inside you. A look of satisfaction flashes in your eyes. The demon force of a mid-stage rank 1 beast. It's not as strong as Wang Meng at key condensation level 7, but still pretty impressive. Plus, beast force is purer than human spiritual energy and easier to refine. You don't stop. You dive deeper into the 10,000 beasts mountain. As time goes on, you're like a madman, killing every beast you see, devouring every beast you meet. Ironhide boar, windwolf, red-eyed snake, stone bear. One beast after another dies by your hand. They become nourishment for your growth. And your cultivation soars wildly. Mid to late stage key 5 peak, soon key 6. In just one day, you break through from key 5 to key 6. If people knew how fast you're cultivating, it'd shock the entire cultivation world. But you know, it's still not enough. Far from enough. Lin Feng is already key 9. And he's the Grand Elder's grandson. He has the best cultivation methods and martial skills in the sect. If you want to beat Lin Feng, you have to reach at least key 7. Maybe even key 8. You must hunt stronger beasts. A crazy glint flashes in your eyes. You go even deeper into the 10,000 beasts mountain. But then, after you slay a late-stage rank 1 beast, a powerful aura suddenly locks onto you. Your face changes instantly. This aura is stronger than anything you've met before. It's peak rank 1, maybe even rank 2. A thunderous roar comes from nearby. And right after, a massive black tiger stepped out from the forest. This giant tiger was over 5 meters long. Its fur looked like steel needles. Its eyes glowed an eerie green. Its fangs were sharp as curved blades. But the scariest part was, there was a white king symbol on its forehead. Right now, the white forehead Tiger King was at first tier peak. Your heart skipped a beat. You knew you were in deep trouble. The strength of the white forehead Tiger King was about the same as a human cultivator at the 9th level of key gathering. Your current 6th level key gathering skills are no match at all. You have to run, no hesitating. You instantly turned and ran. But the white forehead Tiger King was even faster than you thought.
He pushed off with his 4 limbs.
Shooting forward like an arrow, he caught up in a split second. You felt a gust of foul wind from behind. Without thinking, you rolled hard to the side. Boom! The Tiger King's huge paw smashed right where you'd just been standing. The ground split open with a deep pit. That was close. Cold sweat ran down your forehead. If you'd moved a second slower, you'd be a pile of meat paste by now. Seeing he missed his strike, the Tiger King got even angrier. He pounced at you again. You dodged for your life. But the Tiger King's attacks kept getting fiercer. Soon you had several wounds. Blood kept pouring out. No, this can't go on. Sooner or later he'll kill me. You grit your teeth, a look of resolve flashing in your eyes. Since I can't escape, then I'll fight. You suddenly stopped in your tracks and turned to face the Tiger King. Come on, let's see how strong you are, beast. With a roar, your spiritual power surged wildly in your body, gathering into your fists. At the same time, you started the Zixao Divine Thunder Body Tempering Technique, drawing the remaining divine lightning power from within. ZZZT. Purple arcs of electricity suddenly danced on your fists. The Tiger King sensed danger. A hint of fear flashed in his eyes. But soon that fear turned to rage. He roared loudly, opened his blood-filled jaws, and lunged straight at you. You didn't dodge. You charged straight toward the Tiger King. Die. You threw both fists and smashed them hard into the Tiger King's head. Thud. Fist slammed into Tiger's skull. With an earth-shaking boom, purple lightning exploded on the Tiger King's head, making it let out a piercing howl. Its huge body was sent flying. It crashed hard into the ground. You weren't doing so hot either. Your fists were covered in blood. Your whole body flew backward, smashing through several thick trees. Before you finally stopped, you struggled to get up. Blood dripped from your mouth nonstop, but your eyes shone with excitement. Because even though the Tiger King wasn't dead, he was badly hurt. A huge patch of burnt black covered his head. Blood kept running out. This is your chance. You gritted through the pain and charged again. The tiger's bloody breath hit your face. In the Tiger King's big amber eyes, your bloody figure was reflected. This beast gained intelligence and knows what fear is. Now he crouched low with all four claws gripping the ground. His body arched back. A deep thunder growled in his throat, but he still wouldn't attack. He's scared of that purple lightning on your fists. You gave him no time to catch his breath. The pain was long gone. You were numb. Your body felt like a red-hot iron pot, desperate for cold water. You pushed off with your feet. Dry leaves exploded beneath you. You dashed low to the ground, not in a straight line, but in a weird zigzag. It made the Tiger King's vision swim. After all, he's just a beast. Your provocation made him even wilder. He roared, jaws wide open. Foul breath and spit flew everywhere, spraying all over the place. His steel whiptail swept sideways, trying to snap you in half. Instead of dodging back, you rushed in. Your left arm blocked the bony tail. Crunch, the sound, made your teeth ache, probably fractured. But using the rebound force, you spun upward like a top. Your right hand became a claw. Purple lightning wrapped around it, and you slammed it right into the king symbol on the Tiger King's head. It hit right at the Zixao Divine Thunder Center, specialized to destroy monsters. That iron-hard hide he was so proud of was nothing to the lightning-like paper. Tiger aura exploded out instantly. His brain was fried by high-voltage blasts. This giant beast couldn't even let out a death cry choked back in its throat. All four legs stiffened, then its massive body collapsed. You rode the Tiger King's back. Didn't rush to use your hand yet. Your demonic devouring skill was like a beggar after 3 days of hunger. Seeing braised pork, devouring greedily. It wasn't just blood and flesh essence. There was also the power from the Tiger King's monster core he'd trained up for 100 years. Wild energy surged through your meridians into your body. If an ordinary person tried this, the blood of a peak first-tier monster would have blown their meridians apart. But your meridians were reforged by demonic techniques, wide and tough beyond belief. The wild energy whirled around, but got forced down and tamed, quickly turning into pure true energy, filling up your danshan. Ki whirl. Ki whirl expanded, growing from the size of a fist, now wildly spinning in your danshan. The color changed from pitch black to deep darkness, faintly glowing. Nether Ki, level 6. No more bottleneck.
It doesn't exist here.
With all that energy flooding in, that so-called bottleneck Wasn't even a barrier, it broke on its own. The 7th level of Nether Key and still rising. It didn't stop. The Tiger King's body withered at a speed visible to the eye. Its once shining pelt lost its luster, turned brown and lifeless. At last, when every drop of essence was gone, you let out a long breath and flopped down onto the leaf-covered ground. 7-level mid-stage, so good. You stared at the sky chopped up by tree branches, grinning like a madman. This rush from the power, growing so fast, was better than any wine in the world. Kid, eat up. Don't look so bad. Meeking's lazy voice drifted out in your mind. This was just a regular one. If it was a higher-tier monster, the grudge in its monster spirit would have turned you stupid. As long as I get stronger. I don't care if I go dumb. You replied without thinking, got up from the ground, kicked the tiger corpse. There must be loot in the Tiger King's den. All monsters stockpiled treasures, especially ones that rule over mountains. You darted into a nearby cave, and the stench inside was overwhelming. The ground is covered with all kinds of animal bones. In the corner, a few human skeletons are piled up. Judging by their clothes, they must have come here to train. Unlucky disciples from some sect, all dead. You don't bother with those corpses now. Your gaze locks onto a bluish stone deep in the cave. There's a small blood-red herb growing there. 3 ruby-like fruits on top. It smells amazing. Your eyelid twitches at the sight of the Jew fruit. That's some good stuff. Even eaten raw, it'll boost your power by 10 years. If you use it for pills, Foundation stage cultivators would fight like crazy for it. No wonder this Tiger King made it to peak stage. Turns out it's been guarding a real treasure trove. You reach out to pick it. Suddenly, your ears twitch. There are footsteps outside the cave. Very light. But your thunder-honed hearing catches it easily. Not a beast. It's people and not just one. Senior brother, that noise earlier came from here. Must have been that white-browed Tiger King having a breakthrough. Or fighting something. A sharp voice, lowered to a whisper, says, "Be careful." That's the Tiger King. If it's not really dead, we'd be tiger food for sure. The other voice sounds steadier, but greedy. But if we get lucky, this tiger skin, bones, and the treasures here, we'd be set for life. You pull your hand back, not picking the fruit. Instead, you lean into a shadowy spot against the wall, arms crossed, like a landlord waiting to collect rent. Looks like the delivery guys are here. Just broke through. Need a snack to steady my realm. The two sneak into the cave, all shady. The one in front is chubby, holding a dirt shield talisman. His beady eyes dart everywhere. A tall, skinny guy follows behind, carrying a big broadsword. As soon as they come in, they spot the dried-up tiger corpse. No way, it's really dead. Chubby's eyes almost pop out. Then he's overjoyed. Bro, look! What's up with the tiger? It's all dried out. What could have sucked it dry? But the tall, skinny one ignores the weird tiger
His gaze goes past the body.
and locks onto the Jew fruit. His breathing gets heavy like a bull. 3 ripe Jew fruits. Fatty, we're rich. The two start trembling with excitement, forgetting about their surroundings. Not bad at all. A sudden voice booms through the dark cave. Tall guy reacts super fast and swings his blade sideways. Blade wind sweeps up the scattered bones, howling right at you. Sparks fly as steel clashes. That's a powerful swing, but you catch it with 2 fingers. You step out of the shadows. Clothes tattered, body still crusted with dried blood, looking just like a demon who just crawled out from a pile of corpses. But your eyes shine bright and sharp. Key condensation, stage 7. Tall guy sees your cultivation, and his heart sinks. He tries to pull his blade, but it won't budge. Who are you? Which peak's disciple? We saw the Jew fruit first. You say with a straight face, without missing a beat. You saw it first? Then did you kill the tiger too? Now Fatty gets it too. He looks at your battered state, then at the shriveled corpse on the ground. A light bulb goes on in his head. He points at you, yelling, "You practice demonic arts. You suck the tiger dry." That's death penalty in King Yun's sect. Practicing demonic arts in King Yun means death. Tall guy hears that, and the fear on his face actually fades a bit. Now it's replaced by murderous intent. If that's the case, let's take care of him. Fatty, let's kill this devil. Take his head to the sect for the bounty. The Jew fruit is ours too. On it, Fatty throws out his Earth Escape talisman, which becomes a stone wall sealing off the cave. Then he grabs a handful of poison sand and flings it right at you. Nice teamwork. Too bad you picked the wrong opponent. With a flick of your fingers, the tempered steel blade snapped with a loud crack, breaking into two pieces, clutching the broken blade shard. You ignored the cloud of poison sand. With a blur of movement, you vanished from the spot. When you reappeared, you were standing behind the tall man. You won't live to claim the bounty. Squelch. The shard pierced through his heart and came out through his chest. You pressed your palm against his back. Heaven-devouring demonic art. Activate. Piercing screams echoed through the cave. The tall man's body convulsed violently. His level 7 ki and his life force flooded into your body like a dam breaking. Humans are the essence of all things. The pleasure of devouring a cultivator is 100 times stronger than beasts. That soul-shivering euphoria almost made you moan aloud. The fat man was paralyzed with fear. He watched his senior in just breaths turn into a withered corpse. That once ferocious face was twisted by extreme agony. His eyes were sunken. He died a gruesome death. Ghost! The fat man shrieked. He turned to flee across the stone bridge. Think you can escape? You tossed the corpse aside. You reached out with your right hand. An invisible force grabbed his collar, yanking him back like a ball. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm the outer elder's bastard son. I have money. I have snacks. It's all yours. He cowed out frantically. A large wet stain spread on his pants. You looked down at him, without a shred of pity in your eyes. An outer elder's bastard son? Good, you'll be more nutritious than most. Crack, you snapped his neck. 15 minutes later, you walked out of the cave, toying with the 3 spirit fruits. Your aura had fully stabilized at level 7 peak, just one step away from level 8. Human pills are truly nourishing. You licked your lips. The bloodlust in your eyes slowly faded. 3 days are up. Time to head back. Lin Feng, can you handle this surprise? Qingyun Sect, Life and Death Stage. Today's competition is unusually rowdy. In previous years, only a few hundred disciples watched. Elders just made brief appearances. But today it's a sea of people. Even the trees are full of spectators. There's only one reason. This isn't just a competition. It's a clash between a genius and a fallen piece of trash. Who is Lin Feng? The Grand Elder's grandson. Top of the inner sect, level 9 ki. A guaranteed true disciple. And you? A former genius. Then a useless dog. Now rumored to use dark arts. A madman standing tall again. Who wouldn't want to watch this? At the center of the viewing stands, Chan Zhuangji sipped his tea calmly. Several sect deacons sat nearby. All of them were whispering. Heard Qin Yu's been gone for 3 days. Not a trace of him has been seen. Maybe he was eaten by beasts. I doubt he's alive. The mountains. What kind of place is that? Even if we went in, we'd have to be extremely careful. A kid who just regained his power. Isn't that just suicide? Senior Lin Feng has been training hard. Heard he reached level 5 in his sword art. Even if Qin Yu returns alive, he's just lambs to the slaughter? Below, Lin Feng stood in white robes. He looked every bit the hero. Liu Qingsu stood by his side, holding his sword, water severer. They looked like a perfect couple. Brother Feng, the time is near. That trash still hasn't arrived. He's probably dead out there. Liu Qingsu said softly, her voice filled with relief. Lin Feng's lips curled up slightly, giving a warm, gentle smile. But the smile didn't reach his eyes. Dying would be too easy for him. I wanted to, in front of everyone, crush every single bone in his body. A melodic bell rang from the tower. It is now high noon. The deacon in charge stood up. He cleared his throat. The auspicious hour has arrived. The competition begins now. Wait! A hoarse voice called out, cutting the deacon off mid-sentence. The crowd stirred. They automatically parted for a path. Every eye turned toward the source. Gasp after gasp echoed in the air. A man, or more like a savage. The newcomer was bare-chested.
His clothes were reduced to rags.
Hanging from his waist.
His lean, muscular torso
was covered in crisscrossing scars. Some were still oozing blood. His hair was a wild mess, stuck with leaves and bits of flesh. But your aura was terrifyingly fierce, a bloodlust born from slaughter. Just one look sent a chill down everyone's spine. Carrying a chipped iron sword, you walked toward the stage. With every step, you left a bloody footprint on the stone. You reached the base of the stage. Looking up at the arrogant Lin Feng, you grinned, showing 2 rows of white teeth. Sorry, I had to kill some pests. It took a little time. Lin Feng frowned, disgustedly covering his nose. What a stench. Qin Yu, is this your final dignity? You ignored him. You leaped up, slamming down onto the stage. Boom! The stage shuddered. Dust billowed everywhere. Enough talk. You stabbed the sword into the ground. Come. Arrogant. Too arrogant. The disciples below erupted instantly. Is Qin Yu insane? Talking to Senior Lin Feng like that. He's just given up on life. But I'll give him this. That aura is actually scary. Lin Feng laughed in pure rage. Taking the sword from Liu Qingsu, he tapped his toes and drifted gracefully onto the stage. His movements were incredibly elegant, drawing screams from female disciples. Since you're in a hurry to die, I'll grant your wish. Clang, the sword was drawn. Cold light shimmered like water. Lin Feng didn't waste any time. He opened with a killing move. His blade bloomed like a flower. Sword key struck like striking vipers, blocking all paths of escape. King Yun's sword technique. Viper's strike. A true master's opening move. These strikes were incredibly sharp. If even one touched you, you'd be dead or maimed. You stood your ground, without even blinking. Instead of retreating, you charged. As the sword key reached you, you threw a massive punch. No fancy moves. It's just pure strength, pure speed. Fists crack through the air. The air shudders. The explosion's force rushes back into your body. You suddenly open your eyes. What you see is the beam of that old rundown shack in the chores dorm. The air is thick with a damp, moldy smell. You struggle to sit up. You notice the wounds on your body have been bandaged with healing herbs. Your shattered danshan still hurts, but it's not bleeding anymore. It must have been a kind chores disciple who dragged you back here. Lin Feng, Liu Qingsu, you clench your fist. Your eyes turn cold. You haven't forgotten the humiliation you suffered. And you definitely remember within that Xuantianyu, the promise from that stunning empress, Mei Qing, swallowing heaven demon art. You close your eyes right away. You focus your mind. The ancient, complicated art pops up in your head. Its methods now clear as day. Treat the world as your furnace. Your body is the crucible. Absorb all things for your own use. Swallow the sun and moon. Walk the righteous path. Just the opening lines carry a dominant, world-conquering vibe. Your heart races. You can sense this art was made just for you. No danshan? It's fine. The swallowing heaven demon art doesn't need a danshan. It creates one blood vortex after another in your body. Each vortex works like a tiny danshan, storing and refining energy. In theory, as long as your body is strong enough, you can make endless vortices, power without end. This art is crazy strong. It's heaven-defying. You're shaking with excitement. Your whole body trembles. You can't wait to follow the method written in the art and try to activate it. Step 1 is to rebuild your meridians. Your original meridians, when your danshan was destroyed, were completely shattered by Lin Feng's force. That's one of the main reasons you couldn't cultivate anymore. But the first step of swallowing heaven demon art is to use its domineering power to reforge those broken meridians. This process is like gluing smashed china back together with a branding iron. It's unspeakably painful. Mei Qing already warned you before. Come on, as long as you can get stronger, who cares about some pain? A ruthless gleam flashes in your eyes. No hesitation at all. You channel that mysterious force in your mind and start blasting it through your shattered meridians. Boom! The moment the first power floods in, an indescribable pain washes over you like a tidal wave. You let out a muffled howl. Your body curls up like a shrimp. Huge beads of sweat pour down your forehead, soaking the straw mat under you. It hurts like crazy, like burning blades are tearing through every inch of your meridians. Your face twists from the agony. Veins bulge across your skin, making you look savage. More than once, you almost pass out from the pain. But every time you think of Lin Feng's smug face and Liu Qingsu's icy stare, hatred surges in your heart, turning into pure willpower, pushing you onward. Can't give up. No way I'm quitting. If you can't even handle this pain, how can you talk about revenge? You bite your lip hard. Blood quickly drips out. The bloody taste just makes you sharper. You go all out working the swallowing heaven demon art, channeling that wild power, again and again through your body, melting your shattered meridians. The broken meridians are forced to fuse by the art's power, then bind together again. The process is slow and agonizing. Time drags on, second by second. You're barely conscious now, running on nothing but sheer will. No clue how long it's been. When finally the last broken meridian fuses back together, all your meridians inside your body seem to form a perfect loop. But a strange feeling spreads through you. You can clearly see the meridians inside your body. They're no longer fragile like before. Now they're deep black, super tough, and way wider than before. A faint flow of energy slowly moves through your new meridians. It's a small circulation. You did it. First step of heaven-swallowing demon art meridian reconstruction is done. Excitement bursts in your heart. Your nerves finally relax. You can't hold on anymore. Your head slumps and you pass out. When you wake up again, it's already early morning. Sunshine streams in through the window cracks, leaving scattered patterns on the floor. You move your body and find the excruciating pain from yesterday is completely gone. Instead, you feel a comfort you've never felt before. You sense your body is bursting with power. You don't have cultivation yet, but just your body alone is over twice as strong as before. The heaven-swallowing demon art is magical, after all. You jump out of bed, swing your arms and legs a bit. Your bones crack loudly. You find with surprise, not only are your meridians rebuilt, but even the hand bones Lin Feng broke have fully healed. They're even tougher than before, now that your meridians are rebuilt. Next, you'll condense your first energy cyclone. You'll officially start your cultivation journey. Excitement shines in your eyes. But to condense a cyclone, you need lots of energy for the demon art. The best energy source is, of course, someone else's cultivation. Where can I find someone to swallow? You touch your chin, starting to think. Right now, you're just a chores disciple, living in the most remote yard for chores. Normally, you barely see anyone. You can't just go out and swallow the first person you see. That's basically suicide. You have to pick a good target, not too strong, so you won't lose. Ideally, they come to you. Just as you're thinking, a loud, violent banging kicks up on your door, along with some arrogant cursing. Chin you worthless piece of crap. Get out here. Hearing the shouting outside, your eyebrow lifts slightly. Speak of the devil. You recognize it. It's one of the yard managers.
His name's Jiang Hu.
He always uses his third-level spiritual energy to bully newbies like you. When you were still an inner disciple genius, Jiang Hu acted like a puppy around you, calling you Qin senior brother more than anyone. But once you fell from grace, he instantly changed attitude. Your eyes turned cold, but the corners of your mouth curl barely noticeably. Isn't this a ready-made energy source? You walk over slowly. Open the door. Outside, 3 disciples in chores uniforms stand. The leader is a burly guy, face full of rough flesh, looking mean. It's Jiang Hu. Oh, still alive, huh? Jiang Hu looks at you, eyeing you with a sarcastic tone. I thought you died yesterday. A loser is always a loser. You sure got a tough life. His 2 henchmen snicker along. Who bro? Why bother talking to this loser? Just a piece of junk with a broken dantian. He doesn't deserve this nice room. Even though your room is old, it's a single room here. Way better than a big dorm packed with a dozen guys. The conditions are way better. Jiang Hu clearly wants your room. You stare at them with a blank face. But in your mind, you're calculating. Jiang Hu is at key condensing 3rd layer. The other 2 henchmen are at most 1st or 2nd layer. You don't have cultivation. But after your meridians are rebuilt, your body's gotten way stronger. Taking on these 3 should be fine. Perfect for testing the demon art's power. Got something to say? Your voice is soft, but strangely calm. Zhang Hu freezes. He wasn't expecting the loser who was barely alive yesterday to talk to him like this today. You dare act tough, loser? Zhang Hu instantly gets furious, pointing at your nose and swearing. I'm here to tell you, from today on, this room belongs to me. Go sleep in the woodshed. Why, you ask? Because my fists are stronger than yours. Zhang Hu grins maliciously, cracking his knuckles. They make a crisp sound. If you don't like it, I'll beat you till you do. Bro, stop wasting time. Just do it. Show him who's boss in the chores yard. Let him know. The two henchmen egg him on. All right, since you guys want a beating, I'll give you what you want. Your eyes go completely icy. What did you say? Zhang Hu thinks he heard wrong. A loser with a broken danshin dare say he'll give them what they want. I said, all three of you come at me. When you say this, the three are stunned. Then today they burst out laughing. Did I hear that right? This loser wants us to attack him together? Did he get hit too hard? Must have scrambled his brains. A cripple who can't control any spiritual energy, talking big like that. Man, that's hilarious. Zhang Hu laughs so hard he's crying. He points at you, barely catching his breath. Looks like I need to teach you a lesson, so you remember your place. Go, brothers! Break his legs. The two henchmen grin savagely, lunging at you from left and right. To them, taking down a cripple like you is easier than squashing a bug. But next second, their smiles freeze. You move forward instead of dodging, slightly twisting your body, dodging the left guy's fist. At the same time, your right hand shoots out, grabbing the other guy's wrist. What? The henchman is shocked, tries to pull his hand back. But your hand feels like iron doesn't budge. Suddenly, a strange, sharp force comes from your palm. Ah, my spiritual energy. The henchman realizes in terror. The spiritual energy he struggled to build up is pouring through his wrist madly into your body. He tries to fight it, but his body goes weak. Can't even stand anymore. It all happened in a heartbeat. The henchman's fist on the right was already right in your face, about to smash into your skull. You didn't even look at him. Your left hand snapped up, moving like a flash. You caught his fist perfectly. The same sensation returned. The second henchman screamed in terror. My spiritual energy! What are you doing? You didn't answer them. You could clearly feel two streams of pure energy surging through your arms. The heaven-devouring art refined it instantly. Bliss, absolute, pure bliss. Like rain falling on a parched field. The energy wasn't much, but for your rebuilt meridians, it was the perfect fuel. Let go, damn it. Zhang Hu finally reacted. He was shocked and furious. He didn't understand this sorcery. But he knew, if this continued, his men would be sucked dry. He let out a roar. His level 3 ki exploded in full force. He swung a punch at your back. He used every bit of his strength. The wind whistled from his fist. He wanted you dead in one strike. But you had eyes in your back. Just as his fist was about to hit, you whipped your arms around. The two drained henchmen, like empty sacks, were hurled straight at Zhang Hu. Zhang Hu gasped, trying to pull back and catch them. In that tiny opening, you moved? Your body coiled like a bow, and you launched forward. You were faster than he could imagine. Oh no, Zhang Hu's alarms went off. A sense of doom filled his heart. He tried to dodge, but it was too late. You were already in his face. A seemingly ordinary fist loomed large in his vision. In that moment, Zhang Hu saw not some cripple with a broken core, but a primordial beast waking up. A heavy thud rang out. Your fist landed solid in Zhang Hu's gut. Zhang Hu's massive frame shuddered. His eyes bulged out, filling with blood. The expression on his face froze in terror and disbelief. He felt like a charging rhino hit him. An indescribable force erupted from your fist. It shattered his ki shield instantly, then tore through his internal organs. Zhang Hu gasped, spraying a mouthful of blood, mixed with bits of his insides. He flew back like a broken kite, slammed hard into the wall, then slumped to the ground. twitching once before going still. One punch. Just one punch. Level 3 Zhang Hu was one-shotted by a cripple. The two drained henchmen collapsed, shaking with absolute terror. A warm, foul stench came from them. They watched you pull back your fist, their eyes filled with horror, as if looking at a demon from hell. You ignored them, looking down at your own hand. Your eyes flashed with excitement. In that split second, you funneled all the stolen energy straight into your knuckles. Then you unleashed it all. The power was terrifying. So this is the heaven-devouring art? Not just absorbing, but turning stolen power into your own, striking far above your level. Not enough. Still not enough. Your gaze fell to the ground. On the half-dead Zhang Hu, a level 3 key practitioner. Now that's a real feast. You walked toward him, step by step. No, stay back. The henchmen were shaking in their boots.
Scrambling backwards in panic, you walk over to Zhang Hu. You crouch down and press your hand on his danzian. Zhang Hu isn't dead yet, but he's barely holding on. His spiritual energy is in chaos from the severe injury. He can't fight back at all. Heaven-swallowing demonic arts. Let me devour you, you mutter. You run the technique at full power. An absorption force way stronger than before bursts out from your palm. The chaotic energy inside Zhang Hu seems to have found an outlet. It floods madly into your hand. Zhang Hu trembles violently. His eyes go wide. He feels his strength draining rapidly, but he can't say a word. A huge flow of spiritual energy floods into you, rushing wildly through your tough, wide meridians. Boom, a dull sound inside your body. Right at your chest, all the energy gathers together. It starts spinning fast, eventually forming a small, black vortex shining with a dark glow. The first vortex is formed. That means you've restarted your cultivation path. Aura Layer 1. And that's not all. The leftover energy inside Zhang Hu is still being devoured and refined by you, infusing into the newborn vortex. The vortex spins faster and faster, and gets bigger and bigger. Aura Layer 1 peak, Layer 2 peak, till you've drained every last bit of energy from Zhang Hu. Your cultivation finally stops at Aura Layer 2 peak. In less than 15 minutes? From a crippled Dancian, you jumped straight to the peak of Layer 2 practitioner. If word got out about this speed, it would shock all of Kinyun Sektuf. You let out a heavy breath, feeling the power surging inside. A sense of unmatched strength fills you. You stand up, glance down at Zhang Hu's corpse, now dried out. And your eyes show no emotion. That's the dominance of demonic arts. This is a world where the strong prey on the weak. Lin Feng crippled your Dancian, so you can devour others' cultivation. From now on, you won't show mercy to any enemy. Your gaze turns to the two lackeys cowering in the corner. They catch your eye and instantly shudder. They start madly kowtowing. Chin Chin Senior, spare us. We were wrong. We won't dare again. Zhang Hu forced us. Please, be generous. Just let us go like we're nothing. You look at them coldly. Get lost, you're actually in a good mood now. You don't bother with these small fries. Besides, you just broke through. You need time to stabilize your power. No need for extra trouble. Thank you, Senior Chin. Thank you, Senior Chin. They look like they've been pardoned. They ran out of the yard scrambling. Scared you'll drain them dry too? Watching them flee in panic. Your eyes become deep and thoughtful. You know word will get out soon. But you don't care. A guy with a broken Dancian suddenly regained his power and killed Zhang Hu. It's full of suspicion. But so what? As long as you're strong enough. Who's brave enough to investigate Lin Feng? Just wait for me. Soon, I'll find you and pay back everything you did to me. 100, 1,000 times over. You clench your fist. Killing intent flashes in your eyes. Right now, you're only at Aura Layer 2 peak. There's still a huge gap with Lin Feng's Layer 9. You're still way behind him. You need more fuel. You need to get stronger. Just then, in your mind, Mei Qing's lazy voice suddenly echoes. Hee hee, little guy. Well done. So quick to form your first key vortex. Your heart stirs. Your awareness enters the Zhuantin realm again. Bang, bang, bang. Several sword energies. He actually shattered them, bare-fisted. The aftershocks haven't faded. Your figure splits the dust, appearing just half a meter from Lin Feng. Too slow? You headbutt him as Lin Feng stares in shock. A headbutt, a street thug move. Used in mortal life or death brawls? Totally unexpected in cultivation battles? Thud, a dull blow. Lin Feng's nose stings badly. Tears and snot burst out. The collision makes him stagger back. His once handsome face swells up ridiculously. The place falls silent. The Grand Elder's grandson, the #1 in Intersect, headbutted. So crude Lin Feng covers his nose. Furious and embarrassed, murderous intent explodes in his eyes. I'm gonna tear you to pieces. His sword starts humming. Spiritual power surges into the blade. King Yun's sword art's wine sweeps the clouds. It's a wide area attack. The sword energy forms a tornado, covering the whole stage. The disciples below quickly retreat, afraid of getting caught in it. But you're oddly calm at the storm's center. You sense around you? The thunder force inside you quietly awakens. So crude you chuckle? Purple light flickers under your skin. Let me show you what real violent sword energy looks like. The blades at the storm's heart sharp enough to cut gold. Hit you? But just make a metallic clink. Sparks fly everywhere. It's like hitting forged steel. After training the purple sky thunder body technique. With this body, you're as tough as a same-level monster. Lin Feng watches in shock and horror. Impossible. Even with protective aura, no one would dare tank his moves. Wind sweeps the clouds. What is this guy's skin made of? Break. Lin Feng refuses to believe it. He bites his tongue. Sprays blood on his sword. The storm gets stronger. The sword energy turns. A shade of blood red. The howl grows more chilling. Lu Qingsu below looks pale. Fingernails dig deep into her palm. Her anxiety intensifies. Just then, a low growl comes from the eye of the storm. A huge dark hand ignores the flying sword energy, steps out from the storm's center, and grabs the storm's core. That hand is pure spiritual energy. Then a scene that makes everyone's skin crawl. The hand doesn't crush the storm. It suddenly sucks in deeply. Whoosh, the soaring sword energy seems drawn in by a terrifying force. It actually reversed and came back. Everything surged toward that giant hand. Heaven-devouring demon skill. Everything can be swallowed. This sword energy is nothing. Even spiritual energy is easy. Lin Feng suddenly felt his sword get heavy. His connection with the sword energy broke instantly. He watched helplessly. The killer move he poured most of his energy into got eaten by that monster just like that. The storm faded away. You stood there and burped? Tasted a bit bland. Not enough pure energy. Senior Lin, you patted your stomach, looking totally disgusted. Insult. This is pure humiliation. Lin Feng was shaking with rage. His eyes turned red. Demon magic. It's a demon skill. Elders, he's practicing evil methods. Punish him, he shouted at the judges. Chen Xuanzong sipped his tea. Didn't even bother to look up. The rules only care about results. not about the methods. As long as it's not blood or soul-forbidden magic, it's fair game. Keep going. Chen Xuanzong was surprised inside too. But he could tell. Qin Yu's technique was tough, but the energy was steady. There was no bloody or evil aura. That's because Qin Yu refined it well. So, it's not dark magic. With the elder's backing, Lin Feng had no more excuses. Fine, if you want to die. Let me show you the true strength of level 9. Lin Feng took a deep breath. He pulled out a red pill from his robes, swallowed it in one go. Boom! His power skyrocketed. His loose energy turned wild and fierce. He almost touched the Foundation establishment stage. Burst essence pill? Someone gasped from the crowd. That's a forbidden pill that burns your potential. It boosts your power big time for a while. But you'll be weak for a whole month after. Lin Feng had been pushed to the edge. Die! Lin Feng threw his sword away. He formed seals with both hands. A giant flaming palm appeared in the sky. It took shape in midair, blazing hot, like it could burn everything. He slammed it down at you. This strike could kill normal energy cultivators. Even someone at the early Foundation stage could be seriously hurt. You looked up at the burning giant hand. Instead of dodging, you closed your eyes. You started feeling it. Feeling the wild power inside you from swallowing sword energy. Restless and mad. You felt your core's thirst. You sensed the rhythm of thunder. Good time to test my move on you. You snapped your eyes open. Purple lightning flashed in your eyes. You stomped your right foot hard. The ground cracked at once. You shot up like a rocket, charging straight at the flaming giant hand. In midair, your right fist clenched tight. You put all your energy and strength into it. Added the raging power of lightning. All squeezed into this moment. All in this one punch. No fancy names. Just a punch. Your fist collided with the fiery hand. Time seemed to freeze. A blinding white light flashed. No one could keep their eyes open. A deafening explosion followed. Only later did people realize. That was a vacuum blast as air got sucked away. A scream echoed from the sky. Everyone barely opened their eyes. That giant flaming hand was gone. It had vanished into thin air. A figure fell from above like a cut kite. Crashed hard onto the life or death stage. Smashed a big hole into the hard obsidian platform. The dust faded. Lin Feng lay at the bottom of the pit. His clothes were ripped apart. His right arm bent at a weird angle, white bones sticking out through the flesh. Scrambling backwards in panic, you walk over to Zhang Hu. You crouch down and press your hand on his Danzian. Zhang Hu isn't dead yet, but he's barely holding on. His spiritual energy is in chaos from the severe injury. He can't fight back at all. Heaven-swallowing demonic arts. Let me devour you, you mutter. You run the technique at full power. An absorption force way stronger than before bursts out from your palm. The chaotic energy inside Zhang Hu seems to have found an outlet. It floods madly into your hand. Ooh, Zhang, who trembles violently. His eyes go wide. He feels his strength draining rapidly, but he can't say a word. A huge flow of spiritual energy floods into you, rushing wildly through your tough, wide meridians. Boom, a dull sound inside your body. Right at your chest, all the energy gathers together. It starts spinning fast, eventually forming a small, black vortex shining with a dark glow. The first vortex is formed. That means you've restarted your cultivation path. Aura Layer 1. And that's not all. The leftover energy inside Zhang Hu is still being devoured and refined by you, infusing into the newborn vortex. The vortex spins faster and faster, and gets bigger and bigger. Aura Layer 1 peak, Layer 2 peak. till you've drained every last bit of energy from Zhang Hu. Your cultivation finally stops at Aura Layer 2 peak. In less than 15 minutes? From a crippled Dancian, you jumped straight to the peak of Layer 2 practitioner. If word got out about this speed, it would shock all of Qinyun's Sektuf. You let out a heavy breath, feeling the power surging inside. A sense of unmatched strength fills you. You stand up, glance down at Zhang Hu's corpse, now dried out. And your eyes show no emotion. That's the dominance of demonic arts. This is a world where the strong prey on the weak. Lin Feng crippled your Dancian, so you can devour others' cultivation. From now on, you won't show mercy to any enemy. Your gaze turns to the two lackeys cowering in the corner. They catch your eye and instantly shudder. They start madly kowtowing. Chin Chin Senior, spare us. We were wrong. We won't dare again. Zhang Hu forced us. Please, be generous. Just let us go like we're nothing. You look at them coldly. Get lost, you're actually in a good mood now. You don't bother with these small fries. Besides, you just broke through. You need time to stabilize your power. No need for extra trouble. Thank you, Senior Chin. Thank you, Senior Chin. They look like they've been pardoned. They ran out of the yard scrambling. Scared you'll drain them dry too? Watching them flee in panic. Your eyes become deep and thoughtful. You know word will get out soon. But you don't care. A guy with a broken Dancian suddenly regained his power and killed Zhang Hu. It's full of suspicion. But so what? As long as you're strong enough. Who's brave enough to investigate Lin Feng? Just wait for me. Soon, I'll find you and pay back everything you did to me. 100, 1,000 times over. You clench your fist. Killing intent flashes in your eyes. Right now, you're only at Aura Layer 2 peak. There's still a huge gap with Lin Feng's Layer 9. You're still way behind him. You need more fuel. You need to get stronger. Just then, in your mind, Mei Qing's lazy voice suddenly echoes. Hee hee, little guy. Well done. So quick to form your first key vortex. Your heart stirs. Your awareness enters the Zhuantan realm again. Bang, bang, bang. Several sword energies. He actually shattered them, bare-fisted. The aftershocks haven't faded. Your figure splits the dust, appearing just half a meter from Lin Feng. Too slow? You headbutt him as Lin Feng stares in shock. A headbutt, a street thug move. Used in mortal life or death brawls? Totally unexpected in cultivation battles? Thud, a dull blow. Lin Feng's nose stings badly. Tears and snot burst out. The collision makes him stagger back. His once handsome face swells up ridiculously. The place falls silent. The Grand Elder's grandson, the #1 in inner sect, headbutted. So crude Lin Feng covers his nose. Furious and embarrassed, murderous intent explodes in his eyes. I'm gonna tear you to pieces. His sword starts humming. Spiritual power surges into the blade. King Yun's sword arts wine sweeps the clouds. It's a wide area attack. The sword energy forms a tornado, covering the whole stage. The disciples below quickly retreat, afraid of getting caught in it. But you're oddly calm at the storm's center. You sense around you? The thunder force inside you quietly awakens. So crude, you chuckle? Purple light flickers under your skin. Let me show you what real violent sword energy looks like. The blades at the storm's heart sharp enough to cut gold. Hit you? But just make a metallic clink. Sparks fly everywhere. It's like hitting forged steel. After training the purple sky thunder body technique. With this body, you're as tough as a same-level monster. Lin Feng watches in shock and horror. Impossible. Even with protective aura. No one would dare tank his moves. Wind sweeps the clouds? What is this guy's skin made of? Break. Lin Feng refuses to believe it. He bites his tongue. Sprays blood on his sword. The storm gets stronger. The sword energy turns. A shade of blood red? The howl grows more chilling. Lu Qingsu below looks pale. Fingernails dig deep into her palm. Her anxiety intensifies. Just then, a low growl comes from the eye of the storm. A huge dark hand ignores the flying sword energy, steps out from the storm's center, and grabs the storm's core. That hand is pure spiritual energy. Then a scene that makes everyone's skin crawl. The hand doesn't crush the storm. It suddenly sucks in deeply. Whoosh, the soaring sword energy seems drawn in by a terrifying force. It actually reversed and came back. Everything surged toward that giant hand. Heaven-devouring demon skill. Everything can be swallowed. This sword energy is nothing. Even spiritual energy is easy. Lin Feng suddenly felt his sword get heavy. His connection with the sword energy broke instantly. He watched helplessly. The killer move he poured most of his energy into got eaten by that monster just like that. The storm faded away. You stood there and burped? Tasted a bit bland. Not enough pure energy. Senior Lin, you patted your stomach, looking totally disgusted. Insult. This is pure humiliation. Lin Feng was shaking with rage. His eyes turned red. Demon magic. It's a demon skill. Elders, he's practicing evil methods. Punish him, he shouted at the judges. Chen Xuanzong sipped his tea. Didn't even bother to look up. The rules only care about results, not about the methods. As long as it's not blood or soul-forbidden magic, it's fair game. Keep going. Chen Xuanzong was surprised inside too, but he could tell. Qin Yu's technique was tough, but the energy was steady. There was no bloody or evil aura. That's because Qin Yu refined it well. So, it's not dark magic. With the elders backing, Lin Feng had no more excuses. Fine, if you want to die. Let me show you the true strength of level 9. Lin Feng took a deep breath. He pulled out a red pill from his robes, swallowed it in one go. Boom! His power skyrocketed. His loose energy turned wild and fierce. He almost touched the foundation establishment stage. Burst essence pill? Someone gasped from the crowd. That's a forbidden pill that burns your potential. It boosts your power big time for a while. But you'll be weak for a whole month after. Lin Feng had been pushed to the edge. Die! Lin Feng threw his sword away. He formed seals with both hands. A giant flaming palm appeared in the sky. It took shape in midair, blazing hot, like it could burn everything. He slammed it down at you. This strike could kill normal energy cultivators. Even someone at the early foundation stage could be seriously hurt. You looked up at the burning giant hand. Instead of dodging, you closed your eyes. You started feeling it. Feeling the wild power inside you from swallowing sword energy. Restless and mad. You felt your core's thirst. You sensed the rhythm of thunder. Good time to test my move on you. You snapped your eyes open. Purple lightning flashed in your eyes. You stomped your right foot hard. The ground cracked at once. You shot up like a rocket, charging straight at the flaming giant hand. In midair, your right fist clenched tight. You put all your energy and strength into it. Added the raging power of lightning. All squeezed into this moment. All in this one punch. No fancy names. Just a punch. Your fist collided with the fiery hand. Time seemed to freeze. A blinding white light flashed. No one could keep their eyes open. A deafening explosion followed. Only later did people realize That was a vacuum blast as air got sucked away. A scream echoed from the sky. Everyone barely opened their eyes. That giant flaming hand was gone. It had vanished into thin air. A figure fell from above like a cut kite, crashed hard onto the life or death stage, smashed a big hole into the hard obsidian platform. The dust faded. Lin Feng lay at the bottom of the pit. His clothes were ripped apart. His right arm bent at a weird angle, white bones sticking out through the flesh.
He looks totally lifeless, like a dead dog. He's barely breathing in, not even exhaling. But you landed steady and firm. Your fist is just a bit scorched, and you're only slightly out of breath. Not a scratch on you. One punch totally dominated. Thousands around the stage are dead silent right now. You could hear a pin drop. No one saw this coming. This battle everyone's been waiting for ended up so one-sided. The guy they call worthless really just crushed that arrogant genius and put him under his feet. You walk up to the pit, looking at Lin Feng, face covered in blood. His eyes look dazed. You won this moment, but you don't feel the joy you thought you would. Instead, there's only emptiness and coldness after revenge. Lin Feng's lips move, trying to say something, but blood just fills his mouth, choking him up. Senior Lin cries out in grief. Liu Qingsu rushes the stage, desperate, to protect Lin Feng. She looks at you with tear-filled eyes. You won, that's enough. Why did you have to go so hard? Weren't we once fellow students? How could you be so cruel? Seeing the face that once haunted your dreams, but later totally disgusted you. You just find it all so ironic and vicious. You give a cold, thin smile. Liu Qingsu, when you destroyed my danshan, broke my hands and feet, and dumped me like trash in the servant's yard to rot, did you even think we were fellow students then? You can kill others, but I can't raise a blade? Liu Qingsu is at a loss for words. Her face ashen, she can only argue back stubbornly. But you're fine now. You got better, right? But Feng's hand is broken. He's the elder's only grandson. How dare you? Smack. A loud slap lands. Liu Qingsu gets knocked flying. Her face swells up instantly. You pull your hand back and wipe it on your clothes in disgust. Way too much talking. I don't hit women, but you don't really count, do you? Looking at these two total scumbags, you turn to Chen Zhuangji on the platform. You bow and say, Elder, the result's already settled. According to the rules of this stage, the winner decides what happens to the loser. The words are barely out before the crowd erupts. Are you really going to kill Lin Feng? That's the elder's only descendant. If you do this, you're causing major trouble. Before Chen Zhuangzang even speaks, a terrifying pressure crashes down from the sky. Suzy Doll shouts, thunderous and fierce. A powerful high foundation stage force, almost at the golden core level, instantly covers the whole arena. Elder Ling Zhaoshen's grandson was hit, and so the grandfather shows up. But that's perfect. You look up at the shape shooting in from the sky. Your crazed, hungry look burning again. That fire inside reignites. The old man is coming, so I'll devour him too.